afternoon and welcome to Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk Athletics from the campus of Medfield High School in Medfield, Massachusetts. We bring you the Millis Mohawks boys varsity soccer team taking on the Medfield Warriors. Alongside Larry Kahn, Doug Coos, and we are high above the pitch here at the Calvin George Fisher Field in Medfield, where we are just underway. Weather pushing us from Millis to Medfield. Medfield with a chance here and they score. So Medfield scoring early here. The sun shielding the numbers here. Looked like Christopher Hoffman with the goal for the Warriors. So in the first minute, the Warriors are on the board. So heavy rains overnight and this morning. It's given way to a bright and sunny afternoon. No wind to speak of here. We have our first COVID of the match. Sunny and 60 degrees here in Medfield. James Layden back to Colin Quint. Medfield with some possession here. Far side gets to Evan Adolph. Ryan Mullen knocking that one out of touch. Not sure what's happening here. In any case, to the Mohawks. Man hassled from behind. We'll have another whistle. Of course, 2020 electronic whistles. Happen to be playing here. McMahon. Alex Marr back to McMahon. He's surrounded, swallowed up by Adolph. Time and space for Medfield as they work it across. Almeida with a challenge. Draws a whistle from our officials. Jack Catalano in goal for your Mohawks. Teddy Ariel for Medfield. Mohawks shot blocked by Anthony Coots, sky high. Padelka sending it out. Right back come the Warriors. My sheet doesn't have a number 7 on it. My apologies. It's a decent play up the side, knocked out for a corner kick. So out for a goal kick. Podelka bringing it down with a nice touch. Disrupted by Layden and out of play. So Mohawks cross midfield. Mullen coming forward. Mullen chesting it forward. Andrew Hatch giving chase. Jack Borst there as well, knocking it out of play. Sent down that right side. Mullen and Podelka there. McPoland up to Hatch. Ran out of room on that sideline. McMahon on it. Just to find Hatch. Connor White sending it back. Medfield coming forward again. Almeida may have earned a kick in off his feet. Sent forward. Cross comes in. Catalano will claim that. Jeremy Dwarica in for the Mohawks. Dwarica will get a foot to it. Almeida to Dwarica. Disrupted just enough by Connor White. lot of possession here just inside the midfield. Sent over that time by Hoffman. Goal kick. That COVID whistle that time against the Mohawks. Just a little over halfway through the first quarter. 1-0 Medfield. Poland knocks that out. It's just not quite ready with the whistle there. Start that over. Coots down to McPolin. Well, up the field, coming back. McMahon settling it. Going far side. Marr knocking it forward to Borst. Padelka coming through, gets a foot to it. Padelka, the net is free, and the ball is in the back of the net. So a Medfield giveaway, and Ben Padelka knocks it into the vacated net, and we are tied at 1. So in the 13th minute, the Mohawks have drawn even at 1-1. Austin Derone into the game for your Mohawks. So the Mohawks holding off some pressure and then cashing in. Well, from our angle, it looked like the direction was true, just couldn't tell the trajectory. But it indeed dropped right in. Chance here from Medfield. Coots finally able to send it back a bit. Ball rolls over the end line for a goal kick. Padelka, the goal scorer, back into the match for Barca. 1-1 is our score. About 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Coots stepping forward to disrupt it. Just wouldn't settle at his feet. Medfield again controlling though. Mullen with a well-timed challenge. Slater Frank's getting a foot to that, so we'll have some subs into the game. Not sure why. Millis throw in. Guess we're allowing subs there. Can't see on that far side with the sun. Looks like Ryan Jurglitz came into the match, so subs for both sides. Fidelka giving chase. Jurglitz knocking it off of Warrior. Or not. Not sure what that whistle's for. We have our arm up for COVID. Almeida takes it over around one man. Jack Boris back in for your Mohawks. Poland among three. Comes away with it. Ball sent out of touch. Sent forward to Gaffney. Andrew Marr defending and breaking that play up. Catalano will smother that one, so peeking at my watch, about a minute and a half to go here in this first quarter. Or not. We have reached the end of the first quarter with our score, Millis 1, Medfield 1. And we are back. The second quarter is underway here from Medfield. First quarter that was dominated by the Warriors. Christopher Hoffman scoring in the first minute for Medfield, but Millis equalizing in the 13th for the 1-1 tally. We lost a minute or two in that first quarter. We'll have to see what happened there. An offside. Medfield pushing forward. Coots blocking the progress of that. Almeida trying to get that out. Mohawks do get it out. Padelka can't get a foot to it. Mystery player, number 7 for Medfield on the ball now. Not on the roster handed to me. Shot is blocked, ends up at the feet of another Warrior. That shot goes wide. So Mohawks escaping there. Junior Vieira checking in for your Mohawks. Coots out of danger, looking for Daron, doesn't connect. Vieira able to get it out of danger temporarily, knocked back in by Medfield. Another mystery player. Another one deflected off the Warriors. Oh, we have hands on the ball. Welcome to 2020. That will need to be sanitized by our sanitizing crew. Catalano in a crowd there. It's over midfield. Every once in a while you try that 8-iron, you get solid contact. It just takes it too far. That one sailed over the green. Put into play by Connor White and sent forward. That is knocked forward, and that will end up in the back of the net. So Kyle Gaffney scoring for the Warriors. We'll have to roll the tape back on that one, Larry, to see Noah's defense not happy about that. Let's see if the Mohawks can get forward here. Borst and Padelka. Borst and Jurgelitz up to Padelka. It's not going to... It's up rolling out of bounds. Borst, Jurgelitz. Almeida back to Jurgelitz. Looking for Padelka. Some good passing there from the Mohawks. Up front to Hoffman. Played forward. Nice play by Coots to win that and bring it down. Borst gets to Almeida and he gets through. Harassed by several, knocked out of bounds by Layden. Danny Pasquantonio into the game for the Mohawks. Being a stickler about the out of bounds line today. It's not actually in the rules. Just need to get the ball in play. Sent forward. That's not going to get to the penalty area. There could be trouble here. Coots muscled from the back. Had good position. I marked that as a COVID. It's a real foul. And that means it can go in the air. Andrew Hatch into the game. Connor McMahon as well. Alex Marr knocking that one away. Bowen stepping in. Earns a kick in. Reached just about the midway point of this second quarter. We'll see if we get the full 20 in this one. McMahon on it. Vieira forward to Hatch. Just knocked away by Colin Quint. Coots moving forward. Hatch, Pasquantonio. Tried to find the streaking defender. Ran out of room on that sideline. Alex Marr in the way of that one. Otherwise, it could have been trouble. Coots to Boris. Some room over here for the Mohawks. Broken up. It's a good tackle. Down that left sideline, just curling out of bounds. Good idea that time, out of the range of Nemus Di Figueiredo. Boris turns one man, gets away from a second, forward, but knocked back by Colin Quint. Almeida with position. Broken up, it gets to McMahon, who settles. Knocked down after that shot. It's at his feet again. And Omar. Boris coming forward. The situation here, Coots chasing it down. Ends up with a COVID on Benjamin Previte. "2020, my friends, 2020. About 6.5 on my watch. We'll see if it syncs up better this half. Andrew Hatch settles it, distributes to McMahon. Boris chasing it down. McMahon looking for a streaking Ryan Mullen. Teddy Ariel there to grab it. Nice play by the Medfield netminder. Medfield coming forward. Falling down on the ball. So everybody's okay there. Previte just slipped on the ball, and Mohawk's waiting for him to make sure he's okay. So quickly the COVID's mounting. McMahon and Vieira hooking up. Disrupted by mystery number 3 on Medfield. Chance for substitution here. Ian McPullen into the game for your Mohawks. 2-1 Medfield here. About 5 to go. Give or take in this second quarter. Disrupted by Jan Passes. It's a foot race. Coots winning it and turning it, and he'll hold it to McMahon. Chance here for the Mohawks. To Hatch. McMahon down again. Almeida. Ryan Leone into the game for the Mohawks. And he's right. It's right around him. McMahon will take that. Turns the corner on his man. Hassled from behind again. I don't know how many fouls there has to be against the player for there to be some sort of sanction. And looking for Leone, he gets a foot to it. Just sails wide. Not a bad play there. About 2 minutes on my watch. I said that last quarter, and the whistle blew nearly immediately. So we'll see what happens this quarter. Medfield on the move. Alex Marr pokes that out of there. COVID. Dangerous spot here with under a minute to go. Not sure that. Should be Millis' ball as well, should be Millis' ball as that ball was kicked in the air. Get a second bite at the apple here. And it pays off, so a second bite at the apple there for some reason. So Jake Kramer from the spot here. And he scores. So right before the half, so we've reached halftime here from Medfield. Our score, Medfield 3, Millis 1. And welcome back to Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk athletics. Alongside Larry Cohn, Doug Kutze, and we are high above the pitch here at Calvin George Fisher Field in Medfield. where the players have come out for halftime, and at halftime, the second half has begun. An exciting first half that ended with the Warriors taking a 3-1 lead. Warriors scoring in the first minute of the half and the last minute of the half, courtesy of the spot. Mohawks had tied it in the 13th minute of the first quarter. Ben Padelka scoring. Goals from Chris Hoffman, Kyle Gaffney, and Jay Kramer from the spot for the Warriors. So let's see what the second half brings here. I have 5 shots on goal in that first half for the Warriors, 1 for the Mohawks. Almeida taking that over. Good pass across to Borst. 8 COVID fouls versus 4 against Millis. 8 Medfield, 4 Millis. And just the 1 foul I have notched on my sheet. An offside. Stop me if you've heard this before. McMahon down again. .20 just can't kick that indirect in the air. Shot and a save. Catalano turning that one aside. Catalano will send that deep. Medfield bringing it right back. Andrew Marr trying to advance. I don't think there's any question about that being a foul. Volley. ends up wide, so a couple chances by the wayside there. Hatch to McMahon, trying to get it to McMahon. Hatch on his horse. He's going to get there. Disrupted. Nice play from Quint. Dangerous cross knocked away by the Mohawks. Pressure is certainly on here. Chance for substitutions here. Pasquantonio checking in along with Austin Derone and Alex Joseph into the match. Joseph to Borst. Pasquantonio challenged and disrupted. Ball to White. Pasquantonio wins it back among three. Shot is blocked. Nice block by Mullen. Another offside. Shot is deflected, ends up at the feet of the Warriors. Knocked away by Mullen. Pressure still on here. That'll end up over the end line. Past that midway point in this half, about 8 to go here from Medfield. Warriors leading the Mohawks 3-1. McPolin with a good steal. McMahon back to McPolin. Met by Quint. Ball sent up and out and into the trees. Junior Vieira for your Mohawks. McMahon with a shot. Good shot on the ground. Saved by Ariel. Another COVID. Five to go in this third quarter. Still 3-1 Medfield. Vieira takes over, looking for Pascantonio. Back come the Warriors. and Jerglowitz. Nicky Almeida in for the Mohawks. Another offside. Catalano off his lines. Time continues to tick here. Mohawks going to have to start to mount something. Catalano again being called upon. Back again. Catalano again coming out. Same song, same verse. Tries a deeper throw this time. Ball out for a corner. So about a minute to go here. See if there's time in this quarter. Knocked out by Mullen. Jerglowitz takes that away. That should be about it. And that is it. So we've reached the end of the third quarter. Our score from Medfield. Medfield 3, Millis 1. And players back onto the pitch for the start of the fourth quarter. Last 20 minutes, Mohawks trailing 3-1. Bit of a slower pace to that third quarter that saw Medfield have a territorial edge. Hawks trying to come forward here. McPullen knocking that down, keeping it in. A little too high. 2020 again, rearing its head. Cannot lay a bare finger on that ball. That ball must be sent off. Leone and Dworka challenging there. Andrew Mayer also in the mix, but the Warriors come away with it. Mullen knocks it away, looking for Jerglowitz. Up at the feet of Franks, tried to cross it to the middle. Just couldn't make a connection. Look out. Oh, shot is saved by Catalano. He got a foot to it. Oh, James Layden had him dead to rights from the penalty spot. Jack Catalano says no can do. Kick, save, and a beauty. Keeping the Mohawks in this one, 3-1. He'll end up at the feet of Vieira. Finds Leone. Forward to Dworka. To the ground. McMahon coming forward. Leone in the vicinity will roll out. Dangerous spot there when that track, where the turf ends and the track begins. Man turns. Coots coming forward and getting Vieira to the ground. Just feet tangled there, but a foul. Not a bad spot there, about 35 yards out from goal. Or 40 as it were. Should be direct. Andrew Stevens minding the net for the Warriors right now. Vieira will have a bit of a go, tried to float it in there. Will notch a shot and a save on our trusty score sheet, Larry. Jerglowitz comes away with it. Nice move. Tried to find McMahon, just couldn't connect. Coots turns it. Disrupted. Cleared towards the goal. Somehow the Mohawks able to keep that out. Not pretty, but effective. Contact picking up. 6th COVID this half, 14 for the game against the Warriors. Ball could roll out for a corner. Dwarka giving chase to make sure, and it does. So let's see if the Mohawks can do something with this. Mass substitutions. Jack Boris, Nicky Almeida, Ben Padelka in for your Mohawks. So we'll get a second corner down there. Mullen getting a foot to it. Blocking its progress further. Dwarka to Almeida. Trying to find Jeremy again. So we'll go 120 the other direction. Corner kick for Medfield. Ran out of room on that side, ends up out of bounds. Clock starting to become the enemy here. The teams play a little ping pong across midfield. Mullen to Almeida. He charges forward, draws a crowd. Can't connect with Vieira, Dwarka, that is. Stevens with a boot. Leone in the way of it. Offside. Right about at that midway point. 10 down, 10 to go in this final quarter. Shadows starting to come across the field. All in all, a wonderful afternoon weather-wise. Started at about 60, down to about 55. Padelka is able to hold on to it. Forward to Dwarka. Knocked out by Stanton. Tyrone back in for your Mohawks. Mohawks going to have to cash in if they want a chance here. Coots coming forward. He's taken down. We'll have a whistle coming out. was right down our camera angle, Larry. We could call that one from up here if we wanted. Official right on at that time. Trouble here. Oh, but it gets too far in front of Di Figueiredo. Catalano claims it. Here come the Mohawks. About 7 and change to go. Boris settles and turns. Almeida takes it. Ends up at the feet of Padelka. Forward to Almeida. Some good pressure there for the Mohawks. Force forward to Daron. Foot around his face. Back to Stevens. Almeida to his feet. Just can't get it to drop. Kept in nicely on that far side. Padelka tries to get it forward, but goes out for a corner kick. See if the Mohawks have something up their sleeve here as we approach 5 minutes remaining. Might have been offside. Thought the ball was right on the end line, but apparently not. So far from our angle. Shadows nearly covering the whole field. They've been doing a good job. Another COVID. Arm is up for an indirect. Let's see what. It's about 5 yards there. I'm not sure. Catalano thumping that one into the trees. Good solid contact on that one. Oh, a hint of offside from Hoffman coming across though. Mohawks will have to defend. Three and change to go. 3.5. Mullen has bowled over. Medfield looking to salt this one away. Mohawks need the ball. And Almeida gets it. Slide tackle. 8th COVID this half. Need a little urgency. Ref looking at his watch. Almeida can't get it forward. Corner kick is in. Forrest knocking it away, not all the way out. Chip forward. Coots stepping in front of the defender, distributing it to Daron. Daron to the turf after the play. Under 2 minutes here. McMahon back in for the Mohawks. Final minute of play here. Coots to Catalano. It's up at the feet of McPolin. Mohawks a little sloppy there. Duarica gets on the receiving end of that. Another offside, 8th this half alone. Ball is in. About 20 seconds on my unofficial timepiece.
I know, because you can't do anything and you can't go outside because
No enforcing that. Our referee on that far side, he has the official time. He looks at his watch. We may not have enough time to get this ball in play, and we do not. So we have reached full time here from Medfield, where the Medfield Warriors have defeated the Millis Mohawks by a score of 3-1. We thank you for watching Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk athletics. Alongside Larry Coe, I am Doug Coots. Thank you and good night.